My name's Graham Urquhart and I'm the Market Manager for Edinburgh Expedia. I joined Expedia in October 2017 and prior to that spent 9 years working in various digital marketing roles, specialising in search engine optimisation and paid advertising. My role at Expedia involves working with our lodging partners and hotel partners, understanding their business and offering them support, advice, tools and data to help them grow their revenue and perform better. I'm an Edinburgh native, having lived and studied here most of my life, with a short spell in Southeast Asia after graduating uni. Outside of work, I love spending time with my wife and baby boy, discovering new restaurants in Edinburgh, and watching Edinburgh's probably best football team, Heart of Midlothian. We are just now anyway. My session today will be looking at how the digital economy has had an impact on the travel industry and how it's shaping and changing consumer behaviour. So as a brief overview today, I'll give you a very brief introduction to who Expedia is, if you don't know us already. Secondly, I'll be looking at some key digital trends that are impacting the travel industry, before discussing how these trends are changing and shaping consumer behaviour as we know it today. So, who exactly is Expedia Group? We're an online travel agency, a technology leader and travel industry expert, here to help our partners reach their business goals. We are the world's travel platform. Our purpose is to bring the world within reach. We aim to help travellers reach their destinations and destination providers like yourselves reach the right customer for their business. Our business has been steadily growing over the last 20 plus years. In 2017 alone, Expedia Group generated $88 billion in gross bookings and 312 million room nights. And the business isn't slowing down. Room night growth is up 16% year over year, and our revenue in 2017 grew more than 2 times faster than the rate of industry. Expedia Group is a multifaceted company. We don't just sell hotel rooms. Instead, we aim to be a one-stop shop for travellers, providing options to book flights, rental cars, activities, cruises, and even insurance. This offers our partners an great opportunity for cross-sell across a variety of lines of business. And finally, with a $1.3 billion technology spend, we're also investing in the future, making sure we stay relevant in an evolving industry. Our globally recognised brands such as Expedia, Hotels.com and Trivago are powered by local teams all over the world. This means we're always on hand with local, relevant knowledge and support for travellers and property partners alike. We are dedicated to building partnerships beginning with people. We have a multilingual regional team of more than 22,000 people working in more than 30 countries. This team is made up of market managers like myself, as well as a terrific support team who work behind the scenes to offer support to our partners over 12 hours a day. Our philosophy at Expedia is to interact with our partners in a consultative approach. We work with them to understand their unique goals and how we can partner together to help grow their revenue. We're also here to support one step at a time while providing industry and local market expertise. As well as having local teams, we also ensure that our sites are locally relevant for our customers. Our brands span over 200 websites, 75 countries and 35 languages. We go beyond just translation. Our user interface is built with the customer in mind, from accepting different currencies and payment options such as Bitcoin, standard credit cards, and even installments in countries like Brazil, to surfacing targeted marketing campaigns featuring the local flavour of your destination. We are dedicated to being locally relevant on a global basis. So that was a very, very quick overview of who Expedia Group is. Let's now take a look at some of the key digital trends impacting the travel industry. I think the first thing to say is that in the face of natural disasters, travel bans, and acts of terrorism, the world travelled more in 2017 than ever before. The travel industry was worth $1.6 trillion in 2017, which was a 6% year-on-year increase. one of the fastest growth rates we have seen in recent history. This growth was driven in part by the digital revolution and the growth of the digital economy. For many, many years, there's been talk about how the travel industry was going online. The accelerated speed of technology adoption means that today, online travel has become travel, and we're seeing the share of digital and the growth of digital in travel increasing. As you can see here, the digital share of gross bookings in travel is now topping 50% in Europe, with the rest of the world quickly following suit. Technology is enabling the penetration into travel faster and faster than we've ever seen before. Although it's worth pointing out that digital hasn't penetrated 100% of the travel market. However, if we take a look at the percentage of people who do something trip-related online, these numbers are staggering, almost 100% in countries like India, UK, and Germany. Where does this leave us? Well, the exciting area to watch out for is the immense opportunity coming from Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has a population of 600 million, and the region's internet economy is expected to grow 6.5-fold from 31 billion in 2015 to 197 billion in 2025. Even better news for the industry, travel is estimated to account for $45 billion of that opportunity. The technology revolution is absolutely happening and is well reflected in the growth rates we've seen so far. Emerging markets are the region to watch. The combined annual growth rates for digital travel are very high, especially in markets like China, Indonesia, and India, having grown over 25% in the last 3 years. So what is resulting from this rapid shift to online? As travel moves online, innovation in the travel industry continues to speed up, with more investment in emerging technologies and startups. Innovation is necessary in order to stay competitive. We've seen 1,500 digital travel startups since 2005, all with huge funding, and $62 billion in funding, almost half of which was in the last 2 years. This all highlights there's exponential growth in this space for innovative companies. This digital revolution has meant a shift in consumer behaviour and also a rise in what people expect when researching and booking or purchasing travel online. The customer experience starts well before they actually arrive at your business. Building that positive experience from the very first touch point throughout the entire trip is key to happy travellers who revisit and set the foundation for future travellers. And regardless of how technology develops or how your consumer demographics might shift year to year, travellers will go through a number of phases in their journey, from discovery to shopping, booking to experiencing, reflecting, and finally back to dreaming about their next trip. Understanding how travellers behave and finding the steps at which to influence the traveller is key. So how can you stay ahead of the curve and create a constant loop of delight for every traveller journey? The first hurdle to cross is making sure your business is on the minds of travellers. To do that, you need to make sure that you know who they are and what you can provide. Content is king. At Expedia Group, we found that 92% of travellers are more likely to book a property with detailed description and photos. Travellers rely on the information you provide about your listing to determine if it's the right option for them. In addition to this, travellers are now looking for more personalised and innovative ways to discover and book their next trip. We're continuing to experiment in the virtual reality space to make travel more personalised and inspire customers to book their next trip. We've recently launched a Try Before You Buy tour of the cenote pools in Mexico and are also trialling virtual reality tours of hotel rooms to make us stand out during the research and inspire stage of the traveller journey. There is a video that hopefully will play showing a brief overview of our virtual reality tour of the cenote pools. Sorry. So when it comes to the shop and book stage, we have found on average travellers will visit at least 140 travel sites before making a booking during a 45-day purchase path. Therefore, being able to stay on top of traveller behaviour, market trends, local event and competitive pricing is key to optimising your strategy. And as the pace of innovation in the travel industry advances, new ways to book will continue to emerge. It is estimated that by 2021, there will be 7.5 billion digital assistants in the world, overtaking the human population of the planet. This will fundamentally change how we search and shop online. At Expedia, we believe voice will be one of, if not the biggest disruptors to the travel industry in the near future. And we're continuing to develop our technology and offering to make the most of this increasingly popular technology. You can now book a hotel room and experience through Expedia using our Amazon Alexa skill. And again, there's a short video just to demonstrate that.
Hey Alexa, ask Expedia to book me a room in Maui.
When do you want to check in?
December 21st through December 26th.
Who's going?
2 adults, 1 child.
All right, looking for some of our best deals. Would you like me to recommend the most popular hotels or the cheapest?
Most popular, please.
Based on your preferences, I found 3 hotels in Maui that you might like. Would you like to hear about rooms at the Royal Lahaina Resort starting at $479?
Absolutely, let's go with that.
Got it. Now let's select a room. Starting with the first room type, would you like an ocean view room for a total of $2,593?
What are my other options?
Okay, would you like an oceanfront cottage for a total of $2,672?
Yes.
Let's select the payment method. You have one payment method available. Would you like to use Visa 9876 to pay?
Yes.
Got it. To confirm, I'm about to charge $2,672 to Visa 9876 for an oceanfront cottage at the Royal Lahaina Resort. Is that what you want?
Yes.
You're all set. You should receive a confirmation email shortly. To change or cancel your hotel booking, check the Expedia website or app. Can I help you with anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for using Expedia.
Excellent.
And once you secure bookings, customer engagement becomes critical in creating a positive experience. At this stage, you can begin delivering on guest experience by opening the lines of communication with guests before they even arrive at the property or business. We know that engaged guests are returning guests, so taking advantage of opportunities to interact with travellers boosts your chance for a repeat visit. And for an added incentive, fully engaged guests spend 41% more than disengaged guests. And finally, remember, the customer journey doesn't end just at the checkout. The final phase is post-trip and contributes to the first touch point for future travellers. During the planning phase, travellers look to reviews to help them move from consideration to booking. Understanding the role of reviews throughout the journey and their impact on your online reputation is imperative. You need to make sure the lines of communication extend into tracking reviews about your business. Did you know that travellers will read at least 6 to 12 reviews before making their decision, and they're most interested in recent reviews that will give them the freshest feedback? And from a hotel perspective, the reviews they read are driving factors in deciding to book your property. 81% of travellers find user reviews important when considering a hotel, and 53% of travellers won't book a hotel without a review. And as an added level of service, your response to traveller reviews make an impact. 87% of travellers agree an appropriate response to a bad review improved my impression of the business. And 62% say seeing a management response to reviews generally makes them more likely to book. This means there's a constant loop of guest engagement that can help push you ahead of the curve. Thank you very much for your time today. I'll be happy to answer any questions during the breakout sessions.